Science 4, Quarter 4, Week 6. For the content, describing poor and extreme weather conditions. Typhoon, heavy rainfall, extreme condition. Safety precautions during poor or extreme weather conditions. Read the sentences inside the box. Weather can change from day to day. One day, the weather may be hot and sunny. The next day, it may be cool and rainy. The meteorologist has access to different weather conditions. Thus, they can best prepare themselves. For us, we need to observe daily weather to know how the day will go. Let us look outside and check what the weather is today. Let us check our weather report for the day. Let us recall the weather instruments used to gather information to measure it. Work with the same grouping you had last week to answer the table below. Complete the given table for the weather recording for the day. In the first column, we have element of weather, temperature, clouds, sun, wind, and precipitation. For the second column, we have weather tools and current condition. For the discussion questions, we will have a group activity. If we are to consider the weather last week, how was it? What do you think will the weather be like next week? This week, we will list some safety precautions we need to consider to keep ourselves safe from possible harm brought about by the weather. We will also look into some extreme changes in the weather and the disturbances this may cause us and how we are to prepare for these extreme weather conditions. At the end of the week, you are expected to describe poor and extreme weather conditions. Discuss the importance and practice of safety precautions. Make personalized guidelines during extreme weather. You are given 5 minutes to answer a matching type quiz. Work with a partner to do this. Write the letter of the correct answer on a piece of paper. For column A, it is a powerful electrical discharge made during a thunderstorm. Number 2, storms with high winds and heavy rain start as tropical storms that form over warm ocean waters. Number 3, an act of nature occurs when an area doesn't receive enough rainfall, drying up rivers and lakes, killing trees and ruining crops. Number 4, an act of nature that occurs when too much rain forces streams, rivers, and lakes to overflow. Number 5, it is fast spinning column of air that stretches from a thunderstorm cloud in the sky down to the Earth's surface. For column B, we have A, tornado, B, drought, C, lightning, D, typhoon, E, flooding. Here are the correct answers for number 1, C, number 2, D, number 3, B, number 4, F, and number 5 is A. For the subtopic 1, what are poor and extreme weather conditions? What happens when the measurement of the elements of weather becomes extremely high and or extremely low? These are considered extreme weather. These are weather with measures outside of normal patterns. Extreme weather refers to unusual, severe, or unseasonal weather conditions that are significantly different from the normal weather patterns of a particular region. These events can be dangerous and often have harmful impacts on the environment, property, and human lives. Some examples of extreme weather include heat waves, extended periods of excessively hot temperatures; floods, overflowing of water onto normally dry land, often caused by heavy rainfall or storms; hurricanes, typhoons, and cyclones, powerful tropical storms with strong winds, heavy rainfall, and potential for significant damage; tornadoes, violently rotating columns of air that can cause significant damage, often in short bursts; blizzards, severe snowstorms with strong winds and low visibility; droughts, prolonged periods of abnormally low rainfall that lead to water shortages; severe thunderstorms, storms with heavy rainfall, lightning, strong winds, and sometimes hail. Watch the video in the YouTube link to understand it better. The video is entitled Severe Weather Crash Course Kids number 28.2, uploaded by Crash Course Kids channel. Work in pairs to answer the task. Which of the following are considered extreme weather? Here are the correct answers. Number 1, forest fire, flooding or typhoon, cyclone, freezing, and drought. Video fun. It is good for 30 minutes. Here's a video from YouTube describing extreme weather and its examples. Read and take note of the following guide questions. The title is Severe Weather Crash Course Kids. The title is Severe Weather Crash Course Kids number 28.2, uploaded by Crash Course Kids. Whatever the weather. This activity is good for 10 minutes. Identify the extreme weather described in each item. Number 1, it is a fast spinning column of air that stretches from a thunderstorm cloud in the sky down to the Earth's surface. You're right, it is a tornado. Number 2, storms with blowing of falling snow, high winds, and cold temperatures. You're right, it is a blizzard. Next, storms with high winds and heavy rain, which start as tropical storms that form over warm ocean waters. You're right, it is a typhoon. It is an act of nature that occurs when too much rain forces streams, rivers, and lakes to overflow. Very good, it is flooding. Number 5, an act of nature occurs when an area doesn't receive enough rainfall, drying up rivers and lakes, killing trees, and ruining crops. Very good, it is drought. What 2 questions do we need to ask to know if the weather is extreme? You're right. Does it put people and property at risk? Does it have a major impact on the biosphere and geosphere? Let's investigate. It is also good for 10 minutes. You will be grouped with 3 members and will be assigned to research 1 extreme weather. Complete the data of a table that requires you to describe the extreme weather, the international symbol for assigned extreme weather, causes of the extreme weather, places which are prone to this calamity, origin of the extreme weather, it could be land, air, or water. Here is the table to be completed. Reporting of the findings. It is good for 10 minutes. Each group will share findings with the class. For your assignment, research the general safety precautions to consider daily, then consider also those for extreme weather. You may search for a YouTube video or other online sources which help you understand extreme weather and safety precautions. Let's discuss subtopic 2, danger of extreme weather and safety precautions. Dangers of extreme weather. Property damage in homes, infrastructure, risk of injury or loss of life, disruption of daily life and services, environmental impacts, soil erosion, water pollution, economic consequences, agriculture, business closures, food and water shortages. For activity, the dangers of extreme weather. It is good for 20 minutes. Paint me a picture. Instructions. Your class will be divided into 5 groups and will be randomly assigned 1 danger of extreme weather. You are given 5 minutes to plan and paint a picture of the assigned danger. Each group needs to make sure your picture portrays a clear description of the different dangers. After each presentation, the teacher will guide the class to do the following. Guess the danger being portrayed, enumerate which extreme weather may cause the danger, and list at least 3 precautionary measures for each. A representative will draw 1 danger of extreme weather. It could be A. High or violent winds and flying debris. B. Heavy rainfall and potential for landslides. C. Dehydration and heat-related illnesses. D. Flash floods and high water rise. E. Destruction of structures and landscapes. The flow will continue until all 5 groups have depicted their picture. For activity 2, connect the precaution to the extreme weather. Given the following safety practices, identify the extreme weather that this may address. Write your answers in the box. You may have several answers for each precautionary measure. For letter A, evacuation procedures. B, securing outdoor items and windows. C, finding a safe shelter. For letter B, staying hydrated and avoiding strenuous activities. Creating a cool environment at home. Checking on vulnerable individuals such as the elderly. C, identifying safe locations, basements, storm shelters. Taking shelter in interior rooms or hallways. Avoiding window. Letter D, monitoring local weather levels and evacuation orders. Avoiding flooded areas and swift-moving water. Evacuating to higher ground if necessary. Here are the possible answers. A, flooding or typhoon. B, heat wave or drought. C, tornado. D, flooding or typhoon. Now that we are done answering the worksheet, let us discuss your answers. These are only some of the extreme weathers we experience in the Philippines. There are more from the other parts of the world. By this time, we already have some ideas on how to keep ourselves safe during these events. However, extreme weather may not be an everyday thing, for this may happen occasionally. The daily experience we have is with the challenges that we face when there are weather changes. Thus, there is a need for us to be prepared. In your sheet of paper, give at least 3 reminders you want to give yourself as safety precautions related to weather. Develop a habit of listening to weather forecasts. Dress according to the weather. Always bring protective caps, umbrellas, and raincoats. Avoid staying under the heat of the sun from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily. Do not play outdoors during heavy rain. If you are outdoors and hear the sound of thunder, get indoors as soon as you can. If flooding has taken place, avoid flooded areas and never walk in flooded areas. For Activity 3, my personalized guidelines or precautionary measures. You will make your personalized guidelines in the form of a song, jingle, drawing, poem, or dance steps. You may write it in the box or use another sheet if necessary. Give 2 lessons you would share about extreme weather with your friends. Share your personalized guidelines for precautionary to your family. Take a photo of yourself while you share it with your family members and relatives and post it below. Here are the possible answers. For typhoon, danger, flash floods and high water rise, potential for landslides, violent rain, and flying debris. Precaution, stay updated with the weather alert. Prepare for evacuation when there is advice. Have the flood kit ready. Evacuation procedures, securing outdoor items and windows, finding a safe shelter. Number 2, drought or El Nino, danger, dehydration and heat-related illnesses, scarcity of water, danger of heat stroke, may cause fire or forest fires. For the precaution, stay under shade to prevent sunburn. Keep self-hydrated. Wise usage of water. Staying hydrated and avoiding strenuous activities. Creating a cool environment at home, checking on vulnerable individuals such as the elderly. For tornado, high or violent winds and flying debris, destructions of structures and landscapes. For the precaution, identifying safe locations, basements or storm shelters, taking shelter in interior rooms or hallways, avoiding windows and doors. Next, number 4 is forest fires. Danger, dehydration, and heat-related illness. Precaution, stay informed through weather forecasts and alerts. Number 5, heavy rainfall. Danger, monitoring local water levels and evacuation orders. Avoiding flooded areas and swift-moving water. Evacuating to higher ground if necessary. Precaution, stay informed through weather forecasts and alerts. Evacuation procedures, securing outdoor items and windows. Finding a safe shelter. In making generalizations, make a short video to explain the graphic organizer you made for the generalization part. Share with your seatmate about 3 sentences of your answer to these questions. In what way will the learning you have for this lesson help you and your family? Why is it important to share this with others? Use word web and the next graphic organizer. For your formative assessment, number 1, what is extreme weather? It is a weather that blank. A is always the same. B is unusual and dangerous. Letter C, only happens in spring. D is predicted easily. Number 2, which of the following is an example of extreme weather? A, sunny day. B, rainy day. C, stormy day. D, cloudy day. Number 3, what should you do during a thunderstorm? A, go outside and play. B, stay indoors and avoid metal objects. C, fly a kite. D, use a metal umbrella. Number 4, what is the safest place to be during a tornado? A, in a car. B, under a tree. C, in a basement or storm shelter. D, near a window. Number 5, what causes a flood? A lot of rain falling quickly or a river overflowing. B, too much sunshine. C, people watering their gardens. D, a lack of trees. Number 6, which of the following is not a form of extreme weather? A, earthquake. B, tornado. C, drought. D, flooding. Number 7, what should you do if there's a wildfire nearby? A, go for a walk. B, stay indoors and close windows and doors. C, light a campfire. D, water your garden. Number 8, what is a blizzard? A type of rainstorm. B, a snowstorm with strong winds and low visibility. C, a strong heavy rain. D, a fast spinning column of air. Number 9, how can we stay safe during extreme weather events? A, by ignoring weather warnings. B, by staying informed and following safety instructions. C, by going outside to take pictures. D, by wearing sunglasses at all times. Number 10, which of the following is an act of nature that occurs when too much rain forces streams, rivers, and lakes to overflow? A, hurricane. B, tornado. C, blizzard. D, flooding. Here are the correct answers. Number 1, B. 2, C. 3, B. 4, C. 5, A. 6, A. 7, B. 8, B. 9, B. And 10, D.